What's that?
What's going on?
What is that? Cool. I'm Dan Garcia, and you may remember me from such films as FP9s in the Snow and GMD 1s across Canada. Today we're going to talk about our F59PH locomotive. F59 was designed and created by GM in the mid to late 80s, mainly with the help of Go Transit. They needed some new locomotives. Their old stuff was getting a little bit long in the tooth, and they needed some fresh replacements. So they came up with this. It's basically an updated F40. Same amount of horsepower, 3,000 horsepower, but it does come with an extra engine for providing HEP, head-end power. So they ended up buying 49 of them, and Metrolink, starting up in the early 90s in the LA area, says, hey, these look good, we want some too. And they ended up taking 23. Go ended up buying so many of them, there's actually 4 different phases of them. We've actually done basically all the versions. This nicely painted one here you see here, that's a phase 1 body. The one beside it that's unpainted over here, that's a phase 3 body. There's some minor spotting differences. The grills are a little bit different. You got different fuel tanks, things like that. The Metrolink versions, they're basically phase 2, phase 3 bodies, but they do have some other interesting spotting features on them as well. You got emergency lights, strobe lights, different lighting package, flashing ditch lights. Obviously, it's something that we don't need up here in Canada, but you know, it's something that you need in the US for your level crossings. So Go Transit in the 2000s decides, hey, we need new power. These things have been around long enough. They get their new replacement locomotives. They start selling these things off. And so now you're starting to see all sorts of other paint schemes and body variations on them. So for instance, these 2 models here in the middle are the units as are used in Chicago by Metra today. They started life as phase 1 Go units, but again, they got a couple minor differences. Things like you've got the emergency light at the top. They've blanked out most of the marker lights because tricolor marker lights is a Canadian thing. We're just weird. Our F59 locomotive comes with all the features that you come to expect from Rapido. We've got 8-wheel pickup, 8-wheel drive, our bulletproof driveline, a 5-pole skew-wound motor, and 21-pin ESU Loksound V5. As well, we've got, between just the body variations, we've got all sorts of additional detail parts and extras. Go units will have rooftop air conditioners either mounted on the later units or on the earlier units where they didn't come with them. They'll be in the bag, so you can add them later if you want. A lot of the secondhand units, Metra, for instance, is a prime example of that, will have the air conditioners mounted from the factory. And you'll notice on the Metrolink units, no rooftop air conditioners. California being a warm place, they mounted them from the factory. They're mounted in the floor underneath the cab. As well, we've got all sorts of etched parts on these. We've got etched grills, sunshades, wind deflectors, freestanding, separate attached parts for the fans, exhausts, horns, full metal grabs, metal handrails, full lighting package, working marker lights, working headlights, ditch lights. Strobes will work on the Metra units as well. We have a full plumbing package along each side of the unit, complete with air lines, electrical conduit. Oh, I even see an HEP line in there too. Cool. And of course, metal knuckle couplers.
Oh, I just remembered. I forgot the sample at the office. Let me get Dan on the phone right now.
Oh, hey, Jordan. Yeah. No, that's not a problem. I'll get it out to you. Okay, bye. Energize.
Where is that F59 sample? I asked Dan to send it 10 minutes ago. Ugh. Janet, what are you doing here?
Well, you didn't think I was going to let you film this video without me.
I guess that's all right. Our N-Scale GMD1 video actually did pretty well, so I'm kind of glad you're here.
Well, we got a lot of views, but any sales?
Sold 2.
2? You N-Scale people. We got locomotives for you. If you want me at the next train show, you better order them.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. All right. You know what? Let's go do this video and get it out of the way.
All right.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jordan Smith, President and CEO of Rapido Trains, Inc., and I'm here with...
The person who's going to be making a psychologist appointment for Jordan Smith to discuss his title at Rapido Trains, Inc.
All right, thanks, Janet. So today we're here at the Scarborough Model Railroad Club in Scarborough, and we're looking at our all-new F59PH sample. We've got it painted for Go Transit right over here.
And what about those glorious blocks of wood that are coupled behind it?
I know, they're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
They were actually made by our own Dan Darnell, who also painted our F59 sample. He painted them and made them in a weekend.
Good job, Dan.
Yeah, excellent work. Let's start this sound demonstration now. We've got our friendly neighborhood COO, correct, Janet?
That's correct.
Yeah, Mohan George. He's going to do all our operating on the DCC system. So first, let's start this up on function 8. As you can hear, as per prototype, the engine spools up to notch 8, goes down to 0, and then goes to notch 3 after it's built the arrow.
And listen to that fantastic EMD 710 prime mover.
Yeah, fantastic, isn't it? So also, when you're running a passenger train, you need to have your head-end power on. So we will activate that with function 14. And you want to have this on all the time if you want to be prototypical. So next we've got the horn.
And that's a Nathan K5LA horn.
Fantastic. It's a new recording, I believe. And you've got the bell. And what kind of bell is that, Janet?
I believe that's a steel bell, which is Jason's favorite bell of all time.
He loves the steel bells.
Okay, let's move on and listen to some other sound features. Like all of our locomotives, the F59 is equipped with the Doppler effect for grade crossings.
Finally, we have the brake squeal as your F59 comes to a stop.
And that sounds a lot like Jason's car pulling into the Rapido parking lot.
It certainly does. You really should get those fixed.
Let's start the shutdown sequence. So let's dim the lights and check out the F59 Lighting Effects. Mohan, that's your cue.
Here's the different lighting functions we have on the F59. First off, of course, the headlight feature. We've got ditch lights. We have full class lights, including red for the end of the train, which are the most frequently used. Of course, we have track inspection and step lights, which are both activated on their own separate functions.
And don't forget the number board lights, Jordan. I personally asked Dan to make sure they were included in this model.
Yep, and there they are. And don't forget, if you have a Metrolink model, you will have strobe lights, or Metra models, which have the big red class lights on the nose.
The strobe light will come in handy for your disco party, Jordan.
Exactly. Perfect for any vacation in LA. All right, thanks everyone for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the quick look at our F59PH sample.
I think we covered everything, hey Jordan?
I think so.
And feel free to get your orders in. Go to our website. We're taking them now. www.rapidotrains.com.
And you can also order through your favorite hobby store. So did you enjoy this quick look at the engines, Janet?
I found it fascinating.
You got some RS18s there. I think they're Dave's. You want to stick around?
You know what? My hair salon just opened up, so Calgon, take me away.